I got the honey butter chicken biscuit and the patty melt both from Whataburger. I don't think I can finish both right now. But I'm gonna give it a shot, I guess. I can't eat this and also navigate this at the same time. I think I could do it for the patty melt though, so. But let me explain what I'm trying to do. I want like business partners, employees, people to share ideas with. You know? Like to form a crew, like, oh, if one of us comes up, we all come up type thing. Help each other out. And a much deeper idea. The way the job market works right now is screwed. It's really messed up. Like, everything is transactional. There's no like, hey, let's look out for each other and actually like work to create something like actually meaningful together, you know? This inevitably has to change. Inevitably. So I'm like, okay, while we're still in this transitional period, right? Why does my life still stay unstable? While we're in this transitional period, it's like, where can I find good employees? Looking on Upwork and on Fiverr and talking to agencies, looking on like job board, like Indeed and all that stuff, like posting a job. It sucks that this is how it is. You're just gonna get flooded with a bunch of people who have no passion for what they're actually doing. I want someone with like who actually gives a shit about something, anything. They have a dream. That's it. It could be anything. Your dream could literally be, I want to suck toes. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as you have some dream, some desire, some goal in life, something you want to achieve, something you want to create. And of course, the dream has to like, it has to follow some reasonable requirements, right? It has to be a journey, not a destination. It has to be a journey. That's one of the things. There's quite a few things, but if you dig deep and you're introspective, you will come up with and realize your dream job. I want the dream employee. In my mind, the dream employee is someone who wants a dream job. I tried posting that to Indeed and LinkedIn and all that stuff. They don't let me. They remove the posts. They're like, yeah, this is not the right way you're supposed to do things. You can't just like straight up off rip offer percentages of your company for like partnerships. You got to do it traditional way. Create the W-2 form and do all this. It's like, fuck all that, dude. I'm thinking about what is it going to look like in the future? Job market, right? What might we use to find people to collaborate with in an increasingly disconnected world? Honestly, bro, you want a developer to hire? I think this is the place to get it. Live streamers. This is weird. This is really weird.
It did not. Okay. I'm going to try and do that again.
Alright.
I might not even need to copy them all over. I'll take a look what's there. I'll do it off stream just in case that also affects things. Definitely need the animations, dynamic materials. We don't need the maps.
Part-time pirate.
We need the models, the parts.
Respectable.
Okay, so maybe I'll copy everything over but the maps. I don't think the maps are really causing an issue, but we definitely don't need them. Let's see if this works this time.
Let's see if he responds to chat.
Hey, Afra Zali, welcome. Was it Afra Zali?
Oh, you pronounced it.
Welcome in. I know I don't have anything on stream at the moment. I'm just copying some files over, and hopefully it won't kill my PC this time. Let's see how this goes. If my stream starts chugging.
This keeps happening, dude. It keeps buffering like crazy. Oh, the end of the stream. Damn, 25K a month. Okay, this guy's locked in. I don't want to interrupt people that are like locked in, like doing their thing, you know?
My command. Where's like this? You can have it like this. You can also have it on that's it, public function. Handle my command. Like this. That's another possibility. And then there's also the possibility of doing it my command async tree. Right.
Is he talking?
Because why the fuck are we... Can't we just use velocity of the player? Player... No. Velocity.
$35 minutes ago.
Okay, so... I think my idea is generally correct. So we just need to do it together. Alright. I still haven't figured out vectors, by the way. Still have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. We'll go down. Okay, good. And it's like this. Like this. No? Okay. And shit the bed again.
Can't see it in there. So element OP, QRSTU. So what I'm doing,
It's also intimidating a little bit. Trying to talk to people who already have an established community. It's like, damn, bro, you don't need me, you know?
using this. So we can see it's not in here whatsoever. So we're just going to put it in.
It's very external. Like I learn about the functions, but now there are each function has a story of its own. you know, where it's from, what it does, what it is, what it is, and then you have to like remember all that. So to become really good at this,
I want people that are like kind of working on the project but kind of not, and they're just like chilling. These people like catch my eye. People are just like having a good time, you know? I think I saw the guy earlier.
Hey guys, my name is Freedom. Today, you should be able to know that
Sometimes the physiognomy doesn't lie. This is interesting.
Here. Because that was so annoying. Yeah, we were doing data. So I'm guessing that would have been const. So that actually could be it. Because when we were comparing... also, why is this not working? Hey. So when we were comparing this... I can close this now. When we were comparing the what data was, it was a...
135 viewers, dude. That's crazy.
Won't be pretty. Set up a while true. And we could... Well, we'd want to draw the table and then clear. Kind of like that. Let me move this back up.
Damn, I missed a chat message.
Jump down here and
I'm
try
stupid.
it. But the problem with this is
I need to keep like... Okay, hold up. Yo, dog, you still in chat? He says, hey, yo, what's up? At 2:57. I missed it.
so
30-second
let
stream
me
delay.
exit out of that.
That's a curse.
Then I'll just say add all. Then let me say git commit draw table and terrible excuse of a event loop. Let me go ahead and push that. Alright, I think for tonight I'm going to be calling it a night because it's almost 3. Well, it's
Alright, cool. Where was I? This right here, right? Okay. This row.
But you know, at level 1 stone skin, should you be able to do that? Probably not. Like level 2 stone skin? Alright, let's have a look at stone skin firstly. And we
It's there for whenever I want to play it. Someday. Ashes of Creation.
A dude with a VTuber model, bro?
Pulse again.
That's too weird for me, bro.
Like, are we making one more giant water room? Is that the thing? I don't know if I want to do that. It's just cool. The pirate area makes me want to have more water. Is really what it is.
For what? I'm just gonna do at the real Chat GPT. Okay, let's delete this. Thank you, August 16th. We're getting there. We're so close. We're so close. Join channel. We're so close. Okay, let's see. Hi. What's okay, let me send another message. Hit that breakpoint.
I'm gonna hit that dude up later. I already talked to him. I'm gonna get some stuff down first with an idea that we're working on, and then hit him up about it. If you notice from that one, I was already following him.
Next Elder Scrolls will be.
So, for someone who
90
has
viewers, damn. Follower only chat.
Ushika. That's how I'll say it. Thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate it. Man, I can't believe that you sent 9 lines and only 5 back were the ones that you wanted, and they sent more than that. Yeah.
I want someone cool, someone I can be friends with, you know? Whoa. This dude's looking up Greek mythology and stuff. Why did I say that? What's he reading about? Oh.
So probably make, just so they can like, we'll give them a wet sense of humor. Let's so I can give them a little bit of pizzazz. Hey yo, Afrazali, how's it going? How's the world treating you? Alright, we're gonna hit the goal in like 29 words. Sounds good with me. What are you working on? So I'm currently working on the script for my game. I'm glad to hear everything's going cool with you. So what I'm working on is a script for my game Locating Echoes. We're up to page 200. So I'll show you my game really quickly. I've got time. I'm ahead of pace, and that's with like 2 hours of mucking around under my belt too. It's pretty good. Nearly 500 words in 2 hours. Man. For me would be quaking in my boots at how powerful I am now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm working on this game where you play as Echo, who's a Greek nymph from mythology, as you travel around Greece collecting the parts of yourself distributed amongst your friends and family. I've actually got a nice pitch written here. Here we go. You are a Greek nymph granted the chance to heal and reconcile with Hera, but you've lost the parts of yourself, including your ability of sight. Therefore, you received an artifact allowing you to navigate the world by sound. So, what my my big thing for this game is that the world is painted by the echolocations of sounds that are happening in the environment. So if I turn the sound on, I'll have to mute the music. I don't know what's coming through. I'm going to boost it up. But it's the sound.
Towards the cave entrance.
It's talking. Shush me. So it's like wind and dripping water that paints the world. And yeah, so that's the big part of it. So there's a big like.
The temple is just up ahead. Be careful.
Blind accessibility being baked into the game. So this is kind of like a culmination of a bunch of different projects I've worked on in the past, kind of coming together into one accidentally. So yeah, thank you. So it's going to be mostly a stealth game, so no combat in there. Do you have any resources on this on the website? On my game? Oh. No, I don't. So I've got like I should put together soon a what do you call it? Oh my goodness, where am I actually going this way? Steam page is one of my high priorities. as well as building a website. I do have like Twitter. I'm not as active on Twitter as I could be. That's for sure. Yeah. This is more of a passion project, or you plan on doing something commercial? No, this is planned to be a commercial project. I have received a grant from Screen West to develop for pre-production of this game, and I'm looking to apply for grants for production from both Screen West and Screen Australia. So it's my next milestone. Gathering stuff from places I go, in case I get people, I don't know, coming so I can talk here. Oh, bless you. Yeah, so the best place is here, or the Discord, as well as I do have Twitter. That's something I need to work on, as well as I want to start putting, you know, the here's the obvious one, yeah, is yeah, putting together shorts on YouTube is a big one in terms of wish list, yeah, as well as Steam is a high priority. So that may be something. I've actually got a lot of time this weekend, so that may be my plan for the weekend, is to put together everything I can for the Steam page, because the sooner I get that up, the sooner
I like this guy. He seems like a cool dude.
Being part of the Twitch community gives me a lot of chance to share a Steam page. So me not having one is me missing out on potential wish lists. Every day I don't have one is it, and as well as the Steam algorithm could be aiding me as well. So the sooner I get one, the better. I'm head out. No worries, thanks for popping in, Frazali. You have a good one. Was cool meeting? It was lovely meeting you too. You look after yourself. We'll catch you later, alligator. And yeah, I'm just working on the script for my game, otherwise.
Cool.
Create an object.
Cool UI, but
I knocked my stream deck away. Couldn't hit the button.
But bad physiognomy.
Right.
Maybe it's
Object.
just
Pimp.
the camera.
Damn it.
What engine is this?
Player,
Is this Godot?
Ghost Shenanigans sorted. Now. Do region, and this will be pill eating.
Dudes with VTuber avatar.
I'm sure Dave Brown and all them have already been rubbing it in already. So
Watch this be a dude. Watch this be a dude. A girl with a VTuber, I don't mind. I can work with them. It's very easy to imprint a dream onto a girl. Right? So I can like make her like a follower, like I'm a cult leader, like really easily, you know? That's what I'm doing this for, to achieve my goals. And we'll come back, you know. We'll do this occasionally. People are speaking in Chinese, dog. But nothing on the screen is in Chinese. But he's not speaking out loud. So let me actually explain some more about this idea, alright? So I texted Gonma on Sunday. It is Wednesday today. I texted him on Sunday. I said, yo, how's the app coming along? He texted me back. He says, the developer I was working with for a while fell off the project, so I've been at a bit of a standstill as of late. I may just end up having to pay out of pocket to hire someone to finish the development rather than continue looking for a developer partner because that hasn't been too successful. How's your VPN? I like the music.
Awesome! Yes! Yes! Goodness. Goodness, I love this so much. Oh.
This looks like an interesting little game.
Fit right. I think I can adjust that. Is there another version, or is that literally it? Other versions? Is that version? It's the bloom. Dabba-dee dabba-dee. Looks good.
He's not responding. He seems cool, but he's not responding. Is this you just watching Kai Cenat stream?
And nigga, I'm not steering you, nigga. You look.
Semantic memory. Semantic memory being like rules about the world. And then from the predicate logic, you get like an answer. And then there's also some like other searches that go on in the background. Episodic memory is basically like your lived experiences. So semantic memory is like the objection is, I guess, facts about the world, like the rules that govern this simulation, so to speak. And episodic memory just like your individual experiences. So yep, that gets converted into self-ask. All these observations get converted into self-ask, and then that self-ask prompt. So this entire thing here is converted into like is used as like a RAG query. So we query over like two databases, and then one of them is like question answers, and then the other one's answers, and then there's some other stuff that goes after. This information is used to make a decision based on the observation, but we're getting ahead of ourselves, and I just want to implement the self-ask part, which will, honestly speaking, if you're a real programmer, will probably take like 30 minutes, but if you're me, it'll take 4 hours. It is what it is.
I like this guy.
So anyways, without further ado, let's learn Llama Index. Because Irfan, I'm pretty sure you're curious about my me starting my new position. Hello. AFRAA. Okay, we're gonna have to Google Translate. We're gonna. Hello. AFRAAZALI.
Afrazali.
Afrazali. Okay, close enough. I started Monday. And so I was hired because I was supposed to develop a RAG system. The issue is I don't really know RAG APIs that well, like Llama Index or LangChain. I've mainly done it from like scratch because my applications aren't that complex that warrants like a whole library. But hold up.
Afra Azali.
Afrazali. But my current, because I am starting at kind of towards the end of the year, January they always do like a whole update with the backend with all their data, and because it's kind of nearing the end of the year, I've been kind of put in charge of like handling all of the backend data. So all the code is really messy. The code is really messy. And guess who is in charge of refactoring the pipeline? So yes, I did start. I started Monday. I had like a 2 hour, essentially like a 2 hours worth of meetings. And then I was kind of put on my first task, and the first task is reworking the backend. And refactoring the code, which will be kind of a nightmare because I have to create like tests and then just make sure that like nothing breaks. It's a pretty complex, I mean, I think the pipeline's pretty straightforward.
He's into AI and stuff. Cool. I might pop in his chat every once in a while, and I might have something for him in the future. Dude, this stream is always running. But essentially, I was talking to him, and he said, finish development rather than continue looking for a developer partner because that hasn't been too successful. How's your VPN? Also submitting another application for the YC winter batch soon, so hopefully that can be a big step forward. I texted him, I said, I think I found a new strategy for finding developers, because I plan on getting a bunch of them for a lot of different projects over time, and specifically for like partners in business. Like I want devs who are passionate, who dedicate themselves to making sure that project is as good as it can be. I'm autocorrecting myself. Not taking on hella other work from other clients. Bro, look on Twitch, like live streamers. I'm sending this all in like messages like broken apart and stuff, so it might sound a bit weird. And also I'm really bad at reading. There's not too many, and I didn't look into this strategy yet myself, but I thought about it just from what I've seen. The Twitch catalog of like, you just go into categories of people doing coding and talk in their chat, hit them up on Discord, see if they're cool. Because they want to make something. That's why they're on Twitch. And they probably lack social interaction that they really want. So they probably also want friends. Real brotherhood type shit. That's who I would go for. I was planning on checking through Twitch and YouTube for people streaming like learning a programming language or developing a game, so I can get them into projects, talk to them about my ideas, start stuff with them. Maybe sell them an idea where they just take it and give me a small percentage, or try to get passionate devs to work together on something. Like I was planning on doing it for an open source family tree software / website. Because it's open source, I wanted to attract devs who actually like want to be a part of a cool project. I think the chances of finding a developer with real passion is near impossible on any traditional job board or gig work site. This might be the strat. Maybe. I was going to test it out either today or tomorrow. What do you think? Do you see my vision? And then he hearted that message, do you see my vision? He said, damn, yeah, that's an interesting strategy. I never thought of that approach. I'm going to be working on collab for a few hours this afternoon. So I'm going to plan to check this out today as well and see what's out there. I definitely agree with you in terms of I want someone passionate about the project and not a transactional relationship like what I would find through traditional means. So I see potential. it's just going to be about seeing how many people are actually live streaming about coding projects that have the ability to create something of this extent. And then being able to build that relationship to a point where it can develop into an actual partnership. On Twitch, you're looking for streams with keywords such as coding, developer, etc. If you try it out within the next day, let me know what successes or failures you experience. I'm very intrigued. And then you replied to my message, the message where I was like I was planning on doing it for an open source family tree software / website. And he replies, he says, I was following everything you're saying up until this point. I'm not exactly sure what you mean here. Also unrelated, but do you stream? He asked me that. I forgot to answer that. So I'm replying back to him going, I want to work on a side project, a family tree software, but I really don't have the time for it. So I wanted to see if I could make a group chat or something with 5 developers who all like the project, they like the idea, because it's a super wholesome idea. It's not profitable, or it's sustainable, but it's not something to get rich off of. But it's actually and he says, I see. I said, ooh, I can go deep, but I'm not going to do that over text. But this is the gist. And then he texts, we got to have another brainstorming session again soon, maybe around Summy's wedding. And so the gist that I explained is, with so many people growing older and more pessimistic about the way technology is disconnecting people, they can solve a few problems all at once. Consolidate old photos and videos with a system to back them up on a private web server somewhere. Tag all of them with whoever's in them. So in that software, let people create a family tree setup to last generations, and maybe, this is the cool part, make it a social media. Let people slowly make more information more public to more degrees of separation, connect with other family members because of personal stuff. Me and my uncles and older cousins were trying to build a family tree just as an excuse to talk to our distant relatives, and it's a crazy adventure. I wish I spoke Hindi properly, but it's still really fun. Meeting hella people, getting stories that I never knew about. So I want to make a software, even if it's just for me. So my thought was and then he texts and he says, oh damn, yeah, I can already envision that. My parents and uncles and aunts would love that. And so my thought was how can I find developers who would be down to help out? Well, it's actually a really wholesome project. It's a real opportunity to use technology to actually make people more connected for once. So I think the idealistic, innocent, young, hungry, tossed aside, unloved but with a pure heart developers would be attracted to projects like this, even if there's no money in it. Hence, I want to go into the open source community. So that's how I thought of this, because the open source community is hardcore about fixing bugs and stuff, even on other people's softwares that they have nothing to do with. And that doesn't exist on Upwork or any of that stuff. But people on Twitch legit live streaming, showing all their code, trying to make some cool projects, trying to chase their childhood dream of being a game developer. Most of them on Twitch are doing that because it's a pretty common childhood dream. But we can look into this lead together. He thumbs up that message. And then I said, and yeah, I'm going to be at Summy's wedding. And he thumbs up that message. And then he sends, yeah, I was definitely unaware of the developer streaming aspect of Twitch. I just did a quick search and there's a good variety of streamers and channels. I'm excited to look more into this later today. Let me know how your experience goes when you check it out too, for real. Because I'm so sick of Upwork and Fiverr. All of these ideas are passion based and we need people to match that, to execute the idea the right way. Fuck the transactional business. And I texted, I'll keep you posted. Then I texted the software and game development link on Twitch. He hearted that message. I said, that's the category I was thinking of. I'm going to be checking that regularly for the next few days. So here I am in the next few days, checking it regularly. This is after I started streaming.
For those variables. Is it possible to do it from Visual Studio?
Icing on the cake is a weird idiom.
I don't want people that are already talking to other people. Oh, what the hell is this guy doing, bro? Oh. Okay, you definitely bought followers. See, I respect like the fact that he's like just chilling in his living room, just shirtless. That's cool. That's Giga Chad shit right there. Respond to chat messages, bro. Wait. Did I just fuck that up and just show my... Doesn't show my Google account. That's so nice. This is why I use Firefox, bro. What did I walk into? Damn, I should turn off the stream delay, right? Master Moomin. What up, bro? I have a 30-second... You know what I'm gonna do? I have a 30-second stream. So if your chat message doesn't show up, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna also pin it. If I pin it, will it stay over the... I guess that's straight. I don't know how it looks for other people. Okay, cool. Damn, he's not responding to chat. This guy just went offline. Oh, I already tried to talk to this guy. I have channel points in his thing.
Strings anymore, but keep them there for the moment.
What's he making? We're still on the shirtless man. No, we're done with that now. We're done with that now. He's not responding to... Master Moomin, what's up? What you got going on? I'm looking for developers. I want to make projects. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. And I want developers for it, and I never want to write another line of code ever again for the rest of my life. You got anything for me? Any connects? You know how to develop? Anything, dude, anything. I have too many projects. Any kind of development, honestly. Just tech lead. Just handling stuff. Just that peace of mind. So to delegate out work to different people. I want to handle other things like marketing and things like that for other kinds of projects. I know this is not like a traditional way. I explained it way earlier in the stream. This is not a traditional way to like find people. I don't know if it's all that efficient of a way. But it's like I want developers that are gonna be like friends. Like real shit. Like I want developers. I want to make friends first. Have them as business partners. Have them as like stakeholders in whatever project we're working on together.
Okay.
And then
Boom.
just for like the long-term success of the business, I feel like it's beneficial for each person who is invested in the project to also like be invested, as in like own a percentage of the company, you know? Every employee should also be a shareholder. Damn, are you still in chat?
Yeah, this is probably something we should set as a very...
So my thing is like, okay, let me go in here, see if people are cool, see if I can make some friends first on some parasocial type stuff. But I don't think it's parasocial if it's like 5 viewers or less, you know? But I got some... It's just work, bro. Just trying to make some money. Dude, I was talking to someone yesterday on Twitch, and we actually got pretty far in the discussion, and then she's like, yeah, I'm looking to make $300 an hour. She was making a resume, and I'm like, oh, let me see what you got going on. Let me help you make your resume. Let me help you come up with some ideas, you know? And she was gunning for a $300 an hour job. Dude, my expenses for my company right now are $300 a month. Remote developers in a third world country. Should I turn off the stream delay? I don't need it, right? Do I need it? Alright, next time I stream, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn off the delay. Let's see what this guy's got going on.
Such a 300.
Fantasy Adventure VR.
Oh, I guess that makes sense because...
Dude, all these things are starting to feel like a blur. I feel like I've been here
Controlling
before.
speed, so times 3 would be 600. Okay.
Cool music, though.
How did I do the goblin? Let's take a look at
Yeah, I
that.
have been here before. How do I not have any channel points? I feel like I was watching this dude stream for a bit. But he's locked in. I don't want to disturb him.
Depth, thickness. What do we have?
I'm just not feeling it.
The analyst position, they asked me a bunch of machine learning engineer questions.
Already followed. I'm gonna hit him up later.
Very hungry. But afterwards, we continued the tree.
Oh, a real girl? And not an LGBT transgender girl? Wow. What a rare sight to see. This might be the second one I saw in total in the entire software and game development category in like the past like 4 days. But what's she making? Project Rabbit. I'm the main visual artist on it.
Why am I being hit with the bamboo?
I don't think I have anything for visual artists.
How you doing, Verity? What you working on? If you work on something.
Definitely unconventional,
Okay.
bruh. 300, what? That's
So I
600k
feel
a
that
year, yeah.
this
And you know what?
should be-
People in Silicon Valley demand that much money because it really costs that much to live there. I gotta sleep for my 9 to 5. I'll be back tomorrow. Let's chat then. Good night, man. Hey. How can I make somebody like VIP in my chat? What does making someone VIP even do, actually? I don't even know what that does. But yeah, good night, I guess. Damn, he's gone. I have stream elements in my chat. I guess to actually run this chat, but...
we import it. This is a back and forth relationship with Unreal here. If we want to do like unique assets.
Interesting, interesting. It seems like she's got a lot of viewers. Just started her stream. Where was I just now? Dude, get this guy off Twitch, dude. Right here. Watch this VTuber be a dude. Watch. Oh, 47 viewers. Never mind. Too many. Too many.
Just reusing some of the dance mechanics, but reframing them in a way that makes sense for the story. And especially considering the fact that the dance moves that Fernando is pulling off is not, they're not insane. I think the range of movement presented by the yoga is pretty good. But if I introduce this balance issue that the detective has, I'd need to rework some of the story dialogue just to make sure that the balance is like recurring issue for the detective. So like he sees something like, oh, I have to climb up this thing.
This
I hope
seems
my
cool.
balance doesn't get in the way. You know, sort
I'm
of
gonna
that-
follow. I'm gonna follow.
Although the former interpretation might seem far-fetched, the argument in its favor was actually not unpersuasive, as the court decided that the passage should be read with the comma, so Casement's antics in Germany were treasonous, and he was sentenced to death. Casement himself that he was hanged by a comma. Alright, well, we can use TFL to symbolize both readings of the passage, and thus provide a disambiguation. First, we need a symbolization key. Casement was adherent to the king's enemies in the realm. Casement gave aid and comfort to the king's enemies in the realm. Casement, I feel like some of these examples are kind of, I don't know. They're kind of charged or something, I don't know. It's like earlier, Is Dipon an anarcho-syndicalist? What? I don't know. Case
not
was
responding.
adherent to the...
It would be kind of cool to be able to access the prefabs a little bit easier. Like, technically this is fine.
Music is kind of annoying.
If I were you and you want to see it happen, I would start watching. Because Wisconsin's at 93%.
What the fuck is going on here?
Hopper, do not say anything bad when you're streaming.
Well,
we are not. Do not say anything bad.
He said,
we
"Well,
are
doesn't
streaming."
matter." Oh, I thought he said, "Well."
what are you guys streaming? Just curious.
Tyler's coding, so he's streaming that. And then I'm going to be streaming. I don't know yet.
The election was rigged.
Right.
Which way though?
Recount? No, it must be recounted. Recounts. Kamala wins.
Oh no! All of a sudden, we're doing popular vote.
Okay, so now it's
75% landslide out of nowhere.
So now it's okay to have recounts.
Kamala's literally running to every single door in the country right now. She is fucking.
He already
Old
made an
shoes.
announcement saying that. Oh yeah, she's not making any announcements tonight.
Bro, the only thing that Kamala's been running is her mouth. And now it's not even doing that tonight.
Red wave, motherfucker. Red wave.
What up, Afrazal? How are you doing? Afrazal. Fuck, I didn't pronounce it the right way the first time. They're gonna hate me.
Afrazali, did you give him a follow? You better be fucking following him. Remember, you can use Twitch Prime, sub to official Evo, Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime?
I don't have that capability yet.
Okay, follow Evo, official Evo. Follow.
And follow me to my house
We'll get there.
so we can hang out and shit.
This is just a little prototype we've been working on.
Good
for
job.
the past
I'm
month.
definitely not reading his chat right now, and I see you responding
Thank you
there.
for the follow, Afrazal. I appreciate it. I came
Even though I forced you into it.
You forced.
Oh shit.
Don't worry, we're just here talking about the Trump train!
I can't imagine being this excited over politics.
I mean, like.
Oh yeah, my bad for loving my country. Oh no.
I mean, what?
Thankful that fucking evil witch is not getting in office.
This happy like you're jumping up and down.
My mom was.
You should have
my
heard.
mom was
You should have
not-
heard me at work.
Corny.
My mom was not happy that I voted for Trump.
Yeah, you better start paying rent now.
I haven't paid.
Double it.
Hey, but at least now we might be able to get jobs.
See,
It'd be the
here's
same, pretty much either
Zoli.
way.
I don't even know how to fucking say your name, but he knows what it's about. The guy in Tyler's chat, he knows what's up.
Clean house, bro. Easy win. Absolutely.
He knows what's up. Attaboy. You're on the right side of politics, my boy.
Jesus Christ. Just say the hard R already. I can hear it. It's itching.
No.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yo. Yeah, on the right side of politics, my boy.
Yeah? Are you just making fun of the way I speak now, or?
No, I'm exaggerating it because you sound like a country boy.
I mean, I
Country
think
boy.
that's the illusion you put in your head.
I'm proud of you, son. You did it. Did the right thing, son.
I need to scale back.
You did the right thing, kiddo.
We're pretty, yeah. Proud of you. Now, want a beer?
That's the way I talk.
Yeah.
You don't like
Fucking
it? Fuck
cousin.
off.
Yeah.
I made
These
nuggets
guys,
and I don't even want to eat them all.
these guys seem cool.
I know someone that could probably eat them all.
I probably could too, but it's like today I just haven't
But I
had
know
an
someone
appetite.
that like could definitely.
I could as well. Just
I am working.
But like right now, without even thinking.
I just don't have an appetite.
I'm working on
They do.
a like roguelite idle
Africans?
kind of game. So essentially the way it
Donnie
works-
T.
Donnie
He's probably been at the fucking his party for 5 hours or something. He's probably hungry.
Inventory here. The inventory works and
Give him the whole
it's
buffet.
every time you die, the inventory resets. That's like just for potions, for spells, for like single-use items, maybe double-use items. Then
So even though Tyler muted
There'll
his mic,
also
I can
be
still hear every word he's saying because I'm watching his stream. And
there will be an equipment
So-
for like long-term use. So essentially, kind of like a roguelite plus like Tarkov
Very long-term use.
inventory kind of thing. So there's going to be equipment slots, bed, chest, legs, feet. Then there's going to be maybe spell slots on these two, and then and so essentially what I want to do long term for this is I want to make it so that there's a dungeon system.
See what they got in
so that
Amazon
way
Prime.
You can earn like specialized loot in different loot trees. Maybe there'd be events, but I don't want to have.
Don't let
pay
this guy
for
fool you.
anything
This man's
except for like the initial buy. Like I just want.
this man's
people
a genius at doing shit.
The
This
yapaholic.
is actually just kind of like a prototype that I've started. It's not really a passion project. I've got way bigger ambitions for different passion projects.
Is this live though?
Like,
Let me
there's
see.
a passion project that I'm working on.
He also does robots. He builds them.
I do build robots, I 3D model.
What's
I do
Arizona voting?
2D editing, I do music
Probably Trump.
production, which is what I do.
No, it was saying something about
That's
abortion.
where
He makes
I'm like, oh, shit.
wub-wubs.
But as far as like game development passion project, I want to do something kind of like really immersive, really survival based in VR, or at least capability with VR.
Hell yeah, Arizona is keeping access to abortion. Probably. WWW option right there.
WWW.
Long-term goal is to just
WWW.
but in my own way.
Mm-hmm.
All my modded ambitions. because
Yo,
I
Tyler,
like
on a real note though,
hyper-realistic
everyone else is louder than you are. On your screen. Like, a lot louder than you are.
Alright. I got you. Turn the music up.
Like, I can barely hear you in comparison.
Alright. But this should help. Yeah, that should put me.
You can also turn your own mic up a little bit.
Yeah. That should work. Alright. So, with that being edited, thank you. I actually really needed that. But yeah, essentially just a roguelite idle game for mobile. If it works out on itch, I plan on putting it on Android. If it works out on Android and I make, enough money to buy a iOS license, I can port it to iOS with Godot. And then if that works out, if both of those work out, I'll throw it on Steam. $100 for a Steam license. Works for I don't know how long, but I'm sure I can do that. And overall, that's like a good short-term goal to make the long-term goal more accessible. It's like, it's showing that I can complete the base project, like focus and like put myself into something.
a little bit. It's having your stream is lagging from time to time. So turning on your stream bitrate will help with that.
Tomorrow? You mean today? Nigga, my bad.
Wow.
How you been, Hopper?
Not too bad, just been working.
That should be fine.
What you doing now? Because I feel like every time I ask
But
you,
yeah,
you have a different
so
job.
right now I gotta work on the upgrade system.
You're not wrong. So I was
So the way that the
manager
upgrade
for a
system
while, and
works, I'm going to
couldn't do
pick one of these. So the way I have it set up already
real tired
is when I click on one of those,
night schedule.
it sends
Just
a
got to the
signal,
point where
or it reacts to a signal,
I didn't have
sending the slot number, which is bound. Which is bound.
It's got to the point where I didn't have enough time to do shit. I
Okay,
needed
so
to
it's
do,
bound
so
by
I
a
ended up
slot
getting
number.
a
Each
job
slot
during the
number
day.
has, that signal.
So I
Find one.
Jesus Christ.
And so I use the ID number as the array number.
I mean, wonders why I meet him half the time.
We'll just do that until he's done. You know, server
Alright,
manager.
yeah. Okay, sorry about
I'm sure
that.
Tyler appreciates that, even though his mic's fucking muted still.
So I'm an Amazon driver during the day, and then on the
But yeah,
weekends,
okay, so
I
these
still do
binds,
catering.
they all go there.
I make like each event.
Alright, so binds. Fuck. So it takes in the slot number, subtracts 1 from that, so I can refer to the array index. And then each index is given an ID number, and then those inventory slots are held in the array with the ID number, and then you can reference the texture from the inventory slots, the item textures array. The item textures array is within the upgrade data? No. Actually, I think it's just the texture array. Yeah, it's in.
By
It's
the way,
just
Tyler, just a little update. Nevada, 91%.
Oh yeah.
Michigan, 86. And Wisconsin, 93.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, and then for debugging purposes, I have print slot number, but I'm actually going to comment that out because I don't really need it, especially because it's pretty consistent every time I have my mouse on there. But with that, so the way I want this to work is, since I already have it set up, I can just copy that reference to the equipment inventory. But for the variable gridcon, it's referring to the grid container, which is this. Okay, and that's what I want. So that's the first inventory. So essentially, we want to. Did I give this a class name? I got an idea. So I can refer to it as that. So I can refer to it from the outside. But because I can refer to it as the equipment inventory, I can go equipment inventory.gridcon, and then populate that whole grid No, fuck. I'd have to get child, and then I'd have to refer to the array of all the children there.
This dude can clearly do a lot.
So essentially, if it's not nothing, then it'll replace the icon that's already there, and the default icon.
I feel like I need to be on Discord with him for him to actually like respond to what I'm saying.
back to inventory to re-understand how it works again. So it has the slots array, slot data, and that's essentially just the item type data. So if I use the item data, oh shit, I'm in the wrong one. That's fine.
Easier to search here, so we're gonna go
duration. Can we have from?
All the subtleties of this, and if you're using HSTS, this might be a less sort of homework for you to read up on, and make sure that you patch your curl or you upgrade to.
Good night. Okay, well done, Nosferatu. Ooh, Nosferatu. Good job for saving me from killing innocent. Well done, Nosferatu. Good job to saving me from killing innocent people. Yeah. Let's go look at that house. Many lights are on. There must be many people living there. If there are multiple suspects, make sure to decide who the monster is, alright? My sword flies as fast as you point it. Their lives are at your fingertips. Therefore, do not intentionally point out random things. Who's knocking at my front door? Do you know who I am?
food. Yeah, okay. Oh, I forgot there's galvanized steel.
There's one thing missing. Okay, but I count over a minute, so it's...
This is the one that I was talking about earlier, that I mentioned earlier. She's the one that's like...
Media source.
a VTuber that's like actually a girl. Probably, most likely. This could be a fake voice.
I think that's everything we need for now. Yeah, I made it myself. I also added basically is it on stream. No, it's it has like a lot of things from about stuff. Like the hair, like behind the horns. It's kinda like a Zenithal Zero character, like but it's mostly original, I would say. I can show it fully.
Oh, that's cool.
I can just put myself upwards. There we go. Hello? No.
So she's just chilling. She's on here every day.
It also has like all those cosplay functions of like cosplays I made on like what's the other VTuber stuff?
Unreal Engine, huh?
Yeah.
I barely used Unreal Engine.
Yup. Yup. From Germany.
Oh.
I'm a German. Yeah. I'm a German.
Damn, dude, working with nodes must be like a totally different. I've never worked with nodes in my life, but I think I would be good at it.
And then something I wish.
Yes. Okay, let me check. Okay, so the 123 is removed. Yo, Afrazi. Welcome. What am I working on? I am working on a RimWorld type game. And I'm currently building the voxel engine and the pathfinding. Both of which already kind of work, but now I have to make it dynamic so I can add and remove voxels and update the pathfinding graph. X0.
Oops. Hello, Afresali. Nice to have you. Are you in the PHP namespace as well, or how did you find the channel? It is nice to have you. And also, are you looking for a website idea? Yes, I am. Are you working on something cool? Are you the type of person that is full of ideas. Because we've had some of those in here before that has like 10 maybe, I don't know. Well, close to 10 ideas, 10 projects that they're working on simultaneously, and we've had well, this guy didn't have like a lot of ideas, but I remember there was the personal here, a companion app for personal assistance, and he had 10 years in the actual business working as a personal assistant, and they need tools, they need apps, primarily to sort of let the friends and family of the person that has assistant know like where they are, what they're doing, and stuff like that. So it's really cool. And also, wow, one idea that it's good that you came in here to remind me. That idea about that memorial thing here. So this guy made engraved, and I was like, okay, what's engraved? And he pitched it to me, and I was like, come says, have you got Discord? Yes, I'm gonna invite you. Let's copy. So anyway, Clement says, I'm just browsing the software development category and checking out the channels, and yeah, full of ideas. That is nice. I wish I was like you. Wish I was like you. Are you out much in the real world, and how do you get them? Like, or have you got a lot of friends that tell you like, I wish there was an app to do this? It's easier to talk on that. I might do it later. Says I'm full of ideas, but ideas are worthless usually. Crazy coincidences, but I'm actually looking for developers. Oh, so you've got. Yeah, I mean that would be cool to have to team up with someone. You know what I mean? So anyway, about Engraved. This is sort of like people that are deceased, so you can share your memories with them, which is I don't know, kind of cool. But Facebook has this. Facebook has memory pages, where you technically could share memories as well. But what Facebook doesn't have, and what's not out there, is a social media around memories for the living. So this guy is focusing on the deceased, which is interesting though, but to me it's like, wow, that's an original idea. Memory page for the living. So that's a cool idea. That's how I came in to my channel to pitch. Come says, join me in Discord. Click this. I'm not sure how to. Well, okay, fine. I'm gonna do that. Oops. I think I did say no to C films when he asked that one. That was a while ago. Voice and input is my microphone, and output is my microphone. Output. Escape, I guess. It says connected on this once before.
Yo, what's up?
Hello. Where are you from? You speak very good English, better than me.
Yeah, I live in the States.
The United Cakes of America.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations. You got a
I know,
person.
I know.
It's been all over the news here, and it's so boring because 90% of us in Sweden are not affected by the election, but still, it's like.
And you know what? People in the United States are not that affected by the election either, honestly. It's more just like people are bored over here and they just want like a theater to watch, you know? It's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
a grand
That's what I said. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, people hype up like Paradise Hotel and all this. Like, and we've got, you know, Kingdom, like King and Queen, and that's the same thing. We've got magazines about like the gossip on the king and the queen and the princess, and nobody really cares. And
Yeah.
they're not doing like fun things. Like you can see, like read about the king is making meatballs. Anyone can do that. It's not doing fun things like cocaine. Well, I guess he did when he was younger, but not now when it's boring. So,
But yeah.
so
I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of. I think most of the people in the United States are kind of sick of hearing about the election, like, and all this stuff. It's like it's too much. It's too much. It's flooded. All in news everywhere. It's you can't avoid it over here.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah. So, what do you think of Elon Musk when he was? Because a lot of people think that he was crazy or went crazy. Thanks for the follow. I guess it was you. No. Oh.
No, but I'll follow. I'll follow for sure.
Oh. I thought it was you that dropped the follow, or someone else. I think.
But Elon Musk. I mean, anyone can like. I don't know what he saw, or what information he has. I'm not in any position to like. I'm a man of God. I believe in God. I believe that like the majority, like there's infinitely more complexity out there than the will of any one person. So like I try to hold off on judgment when it comes to like good or bad in terms of anything that anyone does. It's like I've been wrong about so many people that I know personally. It's like, this is a guy I'll never meet in my entire life. Richest person in the world, probably, or along those lines. So like, I'm really not in a position to judge.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, well, his cars are really popular here. A lot of people here has a Tesla, but they sort of have. Well, they are very keen to point out that they bought the Tesla before Elon Musk went into politics or whatever he went into, went crazy. So because I think it's going to affect his like sales, but I don't think that he cares because he's so rich already.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't care.
So, but it's from what I hear, it's quite impressive what he has done with SpaceX and all that. Like
no doubt, that's what's really impressive. That's crazy that someone's actually doing that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, this like this thing that you're doing, like looking for a website idea.
Yeah.
You just like decided you want to work on a website and you're just brainstorming ideas. Is it like to like learn development, or is it to like work, like start some business, or like what's the deal?
I would say that I already know enough about web development, and that's why I've been looking into like game development and stuff, because I maybe it's easier to find an idea there. And I think game development is a lot different because it has so much creativity on so many levels. Like you need to define everything from gravity to the backstory of all the characters yourself. So considering web apps, there aren't a lot new brilliant ideas. I mean, we've got Airbnb, but that was a few years ago, and then we got Airbnb, OnlyFans, maybe. I mean, there's some ideas that are there, but there's not too many that are sort of good.
I mean, these are like huge ideas. There's always ideas that are like really good ideas that are a successful product. They make a lot of money. They're useful to people, that are popping off all the time, but they're never like OnlyFans and Airbnb are like billion-dollar companies, you know? But I'm actually working on I'm actually working on a VPN right now. I have a couple of developers working on it for me for like I'm trying to use that to make a living for myself. But on the side, there's a bunch of other. I mean, the VPN is not necessarily like a passion project. It is a little bit, but there's so many other things I want to work on. This is just going to help me fund the rest of that stuff. Because it's like I said, I got too many ideas. I just want to. Honestly, a lot of my ideas, I want to just offload them, just like give them away, and like. Could I just like spam you with ideas at random points, like in the Discord server or something like that? Just send you ideas, and then like.
Yeah, well, I guess you could either DM them, or I've got a channel called From Stream.
Okay.
Or you can just clog up the general, because it's not that much activity overall in that server, because I just started.
Yeah, so some of my ideas are ideas where it's like, I just want to see them exist. I just think they're good ideas. I think they're like, they have a good combination of like, okay, they can be effective. It's not a saturated market. Maybe I have some vision for how it could be successful. And I'm like, I don't care if I do them or somebody else does them or whatever. I just think the idea should be out there. And if anyone wants to execute on it, they can execute on it. But some of my ideas, and I'll be sure to let you know, some of my ideas, it's like, hey, let me get a cut. Let me get 10% of the idea, you know?
Yeah, but is it ideas that have like a premium subscription right away, or is it like a social media where you trying to attract users first of all, and then just try to sell ad spaces when you've got a lot of users? Or
most of my ideas would involve getting a lot of users first and then selling ad space. Most of them,
because that's exciting also. But I think selling premium subscriptions is also a good idea, or a good strategy to have.
Do you have like a dream project you want to work on?
Not really, but
what about when you first like decided to like learn web development? Was there not like I want to make something like this in the future or anything like that?
Yeah, I understand the question. I think it's a good question. I didn't have an idea when I got into to web development. I just wanted to, I don't know, start something, because I was back from this was a while ago, I guess 2014 maybe. I got back from Barcelona. I was working at a casino, but online casino that a friend started. So it was very exciting to be his right hand in that journey. But then I had then I just wanted to do something absolute different. So, and then I was hoping that I would get ideas along the way, but I sort of didn't. And I got my, I also went to uni, so I got a master also.
So
that's the back.
you just know web development. Do you know any like software development or anything?
Not much. I think we took we had a C++ course in school, I think, and maybe some design course in some Blender, maybe, but I don't remember. It was almost 10 years ago.
Do you have like a dream job, like a setup? Like, would you want to like start your own company, or like what's your dream like lifestyle basically?
I think yeah, so good question. I need to think a little bit here about so yeah, my dream is to have a couple of apps that generate a little bit of money, so I can, because it's not like, what's it called, like 7 to 5. I've tried that lifestyle, and I didn't have 7 to 5 when I was working at the casino either. And those jobs sort of, I don't know if they bore me, but I failed to keep them up. So I've been thinking that if I don't have very flexible hours, then I need to try to run my own business somehow. But it's also like, let's say that, I mean, in my utopia, when I've got 10 apps that generate a little bit of money so I can pay rent, then I'd be free to move. Not like a dream, like it's not like a dream about being a digital nomad and go to, I don't know, but just be able to move and not have.
Hey, come on, dream big, don't hesitate. I want to,
Yeah, well,
part of my dream lifestyle is to just move. I want to go to like every country in the world. I just want to move country to country to country, Airbnb each place, like spending big, buying real estate in each place, making content, like linking up with the locals, hanging out, having fun. Like, I really don't want to spend that much time on work, to be honest. I want to go around making content, IRL content, like dream big. You're only going to go as far as you dream, you know?
Yeah.
A little bit of money.
Yeah,
Don't be
I
modest.
agree.
Don't be modest. Like, go all out. Like, dream. Anything is possible. What's it look like? What's your daily routine look like?
Well, I from all the, you know, people that I've met and people that I look up to, and all the reflections, I think well, maybe not have a goal of travel, but like have a job that I like, because I've even since I was 18, I've seen people that go to work and like they don't like go to work, and they have to go to work 40 hours a week. And then there's people that likes to go to work, but they go to work more than 40 hours a week, and I'd rather have that life than, having 40 hours a week and as a pain in the ass. So like the last company that I was working for, I was working in a fishing store, with selling like fishing poles and stuff. And yeah, my manager was, I think he had like 70 hours a week, and his boss over him had about 70, 75 hours a week also, which is a lot. And but they like to go to work, and that's probably the situation that I want to find myself in if I could dream big. Yes. So money doesn't really attract me that much, as long as they can pay rent. So, I don't know. How about you?
Man, I got a lot of my mind is a mess. My mind is. I have a lot of ambitions, a lot of things I want to make. Too many projects. Too many projects. It would take way too long to describe what like I'm actually trying to. I'm extremely ambitious. You gotta trust me when I like. Just take my word for it. I got a lot of ambitions. I
Yeah.
can't.
So how do you find all these project ideas? Are you going out in the real life and like interviewing people, or is it?
I'll be
Because I
totally
mentioned
honest, dude.
Airbnb earlier.
I think I just.
And yeah.
I think I just got lucky. I think there is a trade-off. I think this is like a real thing where there is a trade-off of like the more like if I'll edit a video, before I know how to edit like some editing technique, I'll have so many ideas. Then when I learn the editing technique, all the ideas are gone. So, and I would notice that especially among developers, it's like you're like, oh, I have these ideas, I want to make this stuff. Then once people learn to develop, all the ideas dry up, you know? And I think that's a real thing. I think there's like a beginner's mindset where you don't know what's not possible. You don't have any limitations on you. You're not thinking in a box of like, okay, what can I do? What am I capable of doing? It's like anything can be done, you know? And I mean, the where I got that principle from was just like, I'm no genius or anything. I'm just like I'm actually like I tried to learn development a couple times, but I'm honestly way too lazy to do it. I'll be humble and admit that honestly.
Okay.
But like the principle is like you, for example, someone like Steve Jobs, he did not know how to code. He was like he barely understood the technologies that his own company was creating. But because of that, he was able to like really push the boundaries and like push technology to its absolute limits. Because when he would present his ideas to his engineers and he would go like, oh, I want to, the best technology right now is like CDs, music on CDs. Yeah, let's put it all on iPods and let's have 1,000 gigabytes on there and let's have an internal battery and a screen and make it portable and make it not heat up and all that stuff. And it's like those kinds of things I feel like are not things that engineers or like people who actually work on this stuff would come up with, because to them it would just be like, dude, this is impossible. Like we're not at that stage yet, you know? But and I'm not saying I'm anywhere close to that level of creativity, but I think the ignorance on what can and cannot be done allows my mind to be opened. And I also just started writing notes a lot in 2019, and I just kept writing notes and kept writing notes. And now I have this probably at this point, probably millions of words written down across so many different notes and so many different folders, different ideas connecting to each other. Too many things, content ideas, things I want to like do to make money, ways I want to spend money. I want to like build a like film studio, an animation studio. There's like some games that I want to make. I can't even get into it all. There's too much. But
Wow, that is exciting. I've got a friend also that I didn't know that Steve Jobs didn't know coding, but I got a friend that started one of the biggest tech companies here in Gothenburg, and he didn't know the first thing about programming, which is interesting. He just had that vision, and he knew where to, like he's a very good salesman, and he knew where to get the best programmers and to get it all, to set it up. So.
Hey, that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm on here. Like I've tried to get programmers from like Upwork and like the normal job board sites, but it's like they're all for employee-employer relationships. I don't want that. I want like if you think about it, really what's going on Twitch is like it's a huge open source community. Even if they don't really interact with each other all that much, it really is like your code is on screen right now, you know? So really I was like I want friends, and then I want to get into business with them. And I want like if every single person that I want that is a part of each company, and I don't need billion-dollar companies or anything like that, you know? I write down so many ideas. I have so many ideas because I just write down any idea, no matter how, even if it's like a mediocre idea. So not all my ideas are like that great. I don't need like some. I just need like a couple of my ideas to like be decent is all. But and because of that, I don't need to have like a huge team of like 1,000 people. I think every single person that I would want to work on whatever ideas I might have, anybody I bring in for like marketing or anything like that, I would want every single person to have a percentage of the company. Like I wouldn't want anyone to be a part of it and not own a percentage. I would want each person to be personally invested in what they're doing. So like that's why I'm just going through the category, just like looking for people, honestly.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that you sometimes have very advanced ideas and sometimes very simple, because I was mentioning the app Airbnb earlier, and there was two guys that like started, and they were on vacation and couldn't find a place to stay, and then when they got back, they started on the app. So that's as simple as it is. So ideas don't have to be super advanced, but they can also be advanced. They can also be simple.
How much where are you, what country are you in?
Sweden.
Oh. Yeah, you said okay.
So it's a bit of a time difference. I guess it's late for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not tripping about it. My sleep schedule is always messed up, so it's 4:42 a.m. for me right now.
Oh, but it's always late at night you get the best ideas when you brainstorm, and like too much Red Bull and it's too late and the best ideas. Sometimes I got like in the past, like decent ideas when I was like walking home from the pub, drunk and like wet in beer, and that's when the ideas come to you, like a blessing, like people describe how they met God, like those when you do not expect to have a blessing.
Exactly. When the sun goes down, I feel like I don't know what it is. There's creativity in the air.
Absolutely. That's how I felt at uni as well. Like, if you got something like to do, you've got your homework that you're gonna read is like 10 pages. Then it's 7:30 in the morning, in the library with a cup of coffee. But when you're brainstorming ideas like for your projects, then it's late at night with caffeine.
Yeah. There's a couple ideas I wanna run by you, but it's like I gotta prepare them again so I can like pitch them to you and like show you the vision. And there's a couple small ones that I'm willing to even like pay. I'll pay for your time if you're able to develop these kinds. Oh wait, no, actually this one's software. Hey, but if you wanted to learn software, I got a good launch pad. Let me run one of my ideas by you, okay? Simple. It's one I thought of just super quick. It took 5 minutes. I wrote it down, and then I deleted the note because it's in my head now, so I don't need to have it written down anymore. And this is one of the ones that I'm like, if I do it or if somebody else does it, it doesn't really matter to me. It's a random idea. It's a throwaway idea, honestly. But I think it would be effective if you wanted to like get into it and learn it. There's quite a few video games I want to make, put it up on Steam and on like the iOS store and Android and all that stuff. But and I would want to create a company and have all those apps like launched under that company. And my idea was like, if I was going to learn development, I might as well start with the literal easiest project I could think of, but just get something put up on Steam just so I can get the ball rolling. And then I get the next thing uploaded and the next thing published, you know?
Yes, I know very little about game development. I just want to point that out. So I don't know how.
Got it. Yeah. So let me just run this idea by you. See if it's like, if you want to learn game development, I just feel like this is a good starting point. So the idea is a Helen Keller simulator. Are you familiar with Helen Keller?
Nope.
Wait, what?
No, I'm not.
You're not?
Keller.
She's a famous. Look her up. HELLEN space KELLER. She's
disability rights advocate.
Yeah, she's a famous person because she was both blind and deaf.
Right.
But she's like super famous. She accomplished all these things and she has all these quotes. And people are looking back on it now like, okay, wait, half of the stuff they said she did definitely didn't happen, because like it was just her, like the people that were taking care of her that were just like making up these stories of like the things she was doing, because there's no way like a person that's both blind and deaf would be able to do that kind of stuff. But regardless, it's like people make memes and jokes and that kind of thing. So my thing is like, okay, Helen Keller simulator. It's just like a black screen the whole time and there's no audio. But with like random button mashing, occasionally you'll get like a Steam achievement for like, oh, started a family, or like overthrow the Honduran government, and like random things, achievements like that. And I just wanted to do that just to like get the ball rolling and understand how Steam operates, just as an excuse to like understand how publishing on Steam operates, and then I could just, okay, cool, I got one down, on to the next one, you know? If you want that idea, you could take it. I'm probably not going to do anything with it.
I don't really understand. So you said it was a black screen, but is it going to be a black screen always, or?
Yeah, she's blind. It's Helen Keller simulator.
Well, okay.
But I mean, if you don't know who she is, then the meme doesn't really work. It's not actually that funny.
Okay. No, I think you explained it very well. She is blind and deaf, and then the personal assistants that she's had through the years wrote all the stories.
Yeah, I just thought it would be funny to make a bunch of like really outlandish Steam achievements. But I don't even know how I would do that.
Yeah. So I don't know who she is, but then all those personal assistants, they was, when they came up with all these stories, they must have been sort of like using a bit of her medication, or because I know that it's known to happen in Sweden as well. People that work with old people, they sort of get access to the medical cabinet as well. And then,
Possibly. They made her famous while she was still alive, and her name was like generating a lot of money and all that stuff. So and she like wrote books and stuff. So yeah, she has
nice.
like, one of my favorite quotes is a Helen Keller quote. It's life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all.
Yeah, so she wasn't born blind and deaf.
No, she was born blind and deaf her whole life.
So how did she learn to?
That's what I'm saying. So the meme.
Okay.
So it's like we learn it in school in America. Pretty much everyone here knows who she is, and like a lot of kids when they're learning it are like kind of suspicious of like, wait a second, there's no way she made all this stuff. But she has like a lot of accomplishments and like accolades for someone who's both blind and deaf. But like no one will know for sure. It's been a long time since any that's been looked into. But yeah, it was just like a meme game pretty much. But you know, I got a lot of ideas. We can move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Eventually.
I just want to say that I wonder how those people that was born blind and deaf, how they dream, because dreams are, you know, it's sort of processing, what you have seen and what you have heard, and if you've never seen anything or never heard anything, then what's the process?
That's hard to even simulate. That's hard to even think about. Like, to imagine that they might see visuals, but they have no reference of it, or maybe they don't. It's hard to even imagine.
Yeah. I mean, it's the similar thing when you're training an AI. Like you can't show them a picture of a pineapple because pictures are always copyrighted. So you need to explain what a fruit is and where a fruit fits into nature and where it fits, and then what place it has in nature and all that, and then say that it tastes like this. But just like you said, you need references always. When you say like it tastes like this, okay, and then you go back to the root, like, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know. That's pretty much all I got for that idea. Just thought I'd run that one by you if you were familiar with her.
Okay, I have no idea how to make a game like that, but
oh well.
It was cool to learn about her. I haven't heard about her.
So what kind of things would you want to work on?
I don't know. I did make an app on Twitch actually. I haven't been on Twitch for that long, just a few months. I did make. Have you seen the TV series Silicon Valley?
I know about the series and I've seen a couple clips from it, but I haven't watched the show.
Okay, so in the show they are using an app in one episode called Bro, the Bro app. And I looked it up, and the Bro app actually did exist, but it was like 7 years ago now. So the Bro app is a social media, like, I don't know, Facebook. But you cannot post, you cannot comment, you can only like. And those likes are called Bro. You can only send Bro to other accounts. And I thought it was a really cool app, actually. So I made it. I haven't pushed it yet, but I made it, like the core functionality. So.
As a web app?
Yes, as a web app. But I mean, if I'm scaling, then it's going to be for Android and Apple as well. But I was just thinking that maybe push it to the web first, and then look into if it's popular.
Are you better at front end or back end web?
I would say back end.
Okay.
Front end is like the perfectionist takeover. Like, I don't know. I can sit for hours on a.
Yeah, that's understandable. I can't imagine the kind of mind that would actually be like efficient and good at front end. There's I'm too tired right now to actually to run you through more of these ideas, but I will have more soon. To
Yeah,
pitch to you.
I'm very interested to hear them. You've got the Discord, you've got you've got
Yep.
my DMs, I guess. So yeah, so that's
There's a bunch
really
more
cool.
messages in chat now.
So what did you think about that engraved idea that I had on the channel?
Okay, so describe it again a little more.
I'm just gonna pull it up.
I thought you said that it already exists.
Yeah, Facebook has memory pages for this, but he was gonna make an app that was solely on memory pages. But what I was suggesting is make a memory page like that, but for the living instead.
You know, there is a guy I know who he wanted to work on the project with me, but I told him, I'm like, I really don't have the time for it. I'm actually kind of busy working on the VPN. That's kind of why I want to give my ideas away. I don't really want to get super involved. I'd rather just take like a tiny percentage, like 5-10% of an idea, and then let the developers take over and take the 95%, and then they maintain the idea. Basically, they execute on it. That's what I'd prefer to do right now because I'm just too busy with this. But he's willing to pay. He has a budget of like $15,000 to $20,000 US, I would say, roughly, depending on what's actually being made. Where he wants to make like a family tree app, and there's already a bunch of them, but he was going through, we were looking through together actually, and there's really not that many like really good ones. There's a couple good ones, but the front end of them is terrible, and the idea was actually meant to solve like it stemmed from like 4 different ideas, and it all kind of culminated into this one idea. And it's like one idea is like, okay, contact list, like it's I guess the original thing is the original idea, the original problem it's solving is like a storage solution, a backup solution for like family photos and videos and things like that. And then there's like he wanted to back up like old family pictures, and then we're going through and he's like, I don't even know who these people are, and he's trying to like figure out, but all the people who would have known have like long been dead. And he's like, we should also have like a system or something like in File Explorer where we can just like tag people in these pictures so we can like know who they are, and then have like a network of it, and then maybe create a family tree thing where it connects, where it's like we can back it all up to the web, have it all backed up on the cloud, and then in the family tree you can like click on a name and it'll show all the pictures that they're tagged in particularly. And then that spawned into like, wait, this could actually be, first of all, it could be successful. The marketing angle here is, this guy's kind of old, by the way. He's like 65 or something, and he's very disillusioned with the state of things in like, you know, the Western world, and how everybody's so disconnected, and it's not the kind of society he grew up in, where people were playing around on the streets and the whole neighborhood knew each other, everyone knew each other, everyone was like family, and now technology to him feels like the enemy, you know? And so it's like, this is an opportunity to actually like use technology to like genuinely do something good for once, and like make people more connected potentially, because it's an excuse for people to like build their family trees and like go talk to other family members to like get the stories, get the information, log everything on there. And then we're like, we can sell it, we can market it, because it's like a type of, you know, Facebook is not cool to the kids because all the adults are on it now. But this could be the kind of thing where it's like adults put their own kids on here, but it's not something that kids would really argue against because it's like they can understand, okay, this is for like legacy's sake, and it would be private, you know? But then it would be like, you can potentially expand the privacy a little bit. Maybe you could open up a couple of your attributes of your profile to like show it to like another degree of separation, or you can see, oh, I'm connected to this person. Let me reach out to them. Let me see what's going on over here. And it could literally be like a social media potentially. And I know that's like a buzzword that's used in every single software to like, oh, here's how we can innovate this software. We integrate social media type features. But I think there's potentially like an opportunity to like I had another idea, which was I did you know the political compass test, or any test of like a personality test, like a Myers-Briggs personality test or anything like that.
Okay, maybe not personality test, but we've got sort of a test like that in Sweden as well. Like every political party gets the same amount of questions.
So
and then you got those, and you get these questions as well, and then you see which party that you are most similar to.
So the political compass is like, it's like a chart, and you'll land somewhere on that. It's like an x-axis and a y-axis. And I took the test, and I'm like, it showed me exactly where I was. I'm like, you know, it would be really cool if it showed me like other people who got the exact same position I got, so I can like reach out to them and go like, hey, what's up? Let's talk. Let's, you know, have some debates. Let's talk about some ideas. Let's bounce ideas off of each other, you know? Great minds think alike, or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking sort of a Reddit-like app where you have an access to certain like subreddit where only you and the people that scored or that are at similar places. On
That could do it. That could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got like people that you are.
There was a bunch of things. Mm-hmm. Yeah, continue.
I'm just gonna see if I stored it. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you're watching the.
Yeah, I see it.
Watching the channel now, but yeah, so Hong Kong's Secret Dinner Network. That's an app. I don't think it would, take off in Sweden because we don't have a lot of people like that. But you are being sort of put together with other people that are like you or have the same interests, and then you get a secret dinner invitation. And this is for the upper middle class, obviously, because it's sort of a little more expensive, these parties. But I mean, and then you are seated at tables, and then there's and then after the dinner you hang out with everyone at the bar. So it's not like you have to hang out with the people at your table, but like that would be a conversation starter that solely like why did this app hook us together, like because you don't know anything.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
That they did that with AI. And also, like, let's say that you're interested in fishing or rock climbing or something, and you don't know the other people, but since they, matched with you, they probably have a thing for rock climbing or at least outdoor activities as well.
Yeah. Yeah, connecting people based off of interest is like, I've been thinking about that for a while. I've been thinking about that in like a few different avenues of like, of a simple one I think would be, a simple idea I think to make is like, this is a smaller idea in a branch of like a whole folder of ideas I have, which is like tools for content creators. But this particular tool I don't think would be super complicated. But I honestly don't know. I don't know how complicated it would be. But basically, it would work like this. You create an account, or you log in with Chrome, or you log in with your Google account, and then you give the website permissions to see your subscriptions on YouTube, the channels that you're subscribed to on YouTube. And then it just shows you other channels, other people that also have an account on the website that have the most similar overlap to the same subscriptions that you have. Because that's like overlap of interests in a way.
Yeah, so it sort of connects users with other users, and then you
Yeah.
can.
Because I want to I want to create content. That's like the dream for me. Is like creating like. Oh, I have a lot of content ideas, but like I want to collaborate with people in content. I want to find people to like do interesting things with, the things that I like doing. But every time I would try to find people on these Discord servers or anything like that, it was difficult to find people. Everything is so scattered. Everyone's ideas are so scattered. It feels so unfocused. It's like if something like this was integrated into the Discord server, and I'm like, okay, so this person thinks the most like me. They're subscribed to all these guys. I'm subscribed to all these guys. Clearly, we both like consuming this same exact kind of content. We're both into these same creators. So we're on the same page. We don't have to build so much like small talk to get to doing it. We could just start collaborating, you know?
Yeah. I think also one intriguing detail of your idea is that I don't think that YouTube, for example, has this feature already.
No, they don't. They don't.
Yeah, because I've got a friend that, for example, is very into Korean pop, K-pop, and she doesn't have a lot of friends, in Sweden, but she knows that there are a lot of people in Stockholm, that fancy K-pop, but not so much where she lives in a small town. So, I mean, she would definitely benefit from forums where she could meet other people more than just knowing that they exist. You know what I mean?
Like this idea that I just mentioned. I mean, it would be. I have a whole list of creator tools, like like tools specifically to help creators like this. And this would be like one of the tools in it. But if you were interested in that one, we could work on that, and then we can make it a separate thing, and then I could make my suite of tools a separate thing later down the line or whatever. Like I would give you creative freedom and all that stuff. Like I just want to get some stuff going, get the ball rolling. It's working on these projects feels like an opportunity for adventure for me. Whatever, if you're interested in an idea, let me know, dude.
I think it's interesting to discuss the idea further, at least. But like, one of the questions would be like, what's the difference between that app and then joining a Taylor Swift group on Facebook, like for Taylor Swift fans? Because there you've got all your fans as well. But I mean, with your app, you're being placed together with an AI, but what's the difference really? Except
right. So as the purpose I was looking for as a user is like I want people to collaborate with. I want people where it's as seamless as possible. They're like me in their sense of humor, in how far they're willing to go, in their like worldview, maybe in the people that they follow. So it's like we can be on the same page in terms of like how much we're willing to quote unquote sell our soul in like fake personality for content, or how much we're willing to not sell out on and like keep it authentic. And that's like a thing that even when I join these communities, it's difficult to find people that have the same sort of proclivities. But whenever I find people that's like we've consumed the same sort of content, then I know we have synergy like that. So I don't think it's like a super useful tool. I don't think it's like a brilliant idea or anything. I think it's a decent idea, but I thought it would be relatively simple to make. I guess the tricky part would probably be I mean, I don't know how to develop, but I think the tricky part would be coming up with a solid algorithm where it's like, where it shows a proper overlap, because it can't be like completely linear, because like someone could be subscribed to like 10,000 people and then they'd have so much overlap with like everyone else on the website. It would need to be like kind of proportional, but also a little bit linear, because maybe people that are subscribed to more people, maybe they just consume more content in general. So maybe they have more of a capacity to collaborate with more kinds of people. So I guess a combination of the two, like finding a balance. And I don't know how to write algorithms or anything. So I think that would be the trickiest part, but I don't know. But I think the rest of it is relatively simple. What do you think?
Yeah, I just wrote down that something that I found when you talked about it, a social media where you can't join groups manually. You have to be put in them by based on your choices and interest at the beginning, and then after you have made posts and comments, then it's going to be based on that. But just when you register for the app, it's going to place you in groups based on basic interests, and then it's going to be based on, so it's sort of like inspired by what you said. I think it's interesting that, because people tend to be, also when there are small groups, they tend to be more take up a little more space than in bigger groups.
Yeah.
So they might,
my original idea was actually to create a Discord server, because all these other Discord servers that I would go into to like collab with other content creators, they all suck. Honestly, they're all terrible servers. So much spam. So many people that are just like, that don't actually like have any desire to do anything in content. They just see like an opportunity to get rich because they see all these other rich people, like FaZe Clan people and all this stuff, like getting super rich, like buying Lamborghinis, Mr. Beast and all them, and they're like, ooh, this looks easy, I could do this too. So it just seemed like flooded with that. It didn't seem like people in there had particular like interests. So I'm like, okay, let me create a bunch of roles. And the roles would like be, I started it, and then it started to get really specific. And it was like, okay, there's like hierarchies of roles. And then I'm like, I can't do this on Discord. It has to be somewhere else. And then it turned into like, this could be used to literally just connect people who have similar hobbies. And it could be like every kind of hobby could be on there basically. And then the YouTube like subscription thing could be like a potential launch pad of like, maybe in one of the channels that could be like a way for people to connect with each other, like a strategy to connect with people. But then it's like I said earlier, a lot of my ideas kind of blend together because they're all kind of serving a similar purpose of like, I don't know, make people more connected or something like that. But this is a deep idea. This one's a deep one. Yep. And I don't want to get into it that much right now because it's like, it's really complicated and I probably need coffee for it or something. Just to like talk about it at the level that I want to. But I think the future of humanity needs to reconcile the fact that there's this separation that's been created between work, entertainment, and education, where the original state of things is like they're all one. There's no the illusion is not there. There's no separation. Original humans, hunter gatherers, your play, the thing that you enjoy doing most, is productive. It is work, and it's also education in that your teachers are your mentors. They're your parents. They're the people that you look up to. The 3-year-old boy will look at his dad having fun, laughing with his friends, setting traps, going out hunting, and they'll go, "Oh, I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that." Education, work, and play are all one. There's no distinction between any of them. And I feel as though, again, this goes like really, really deep, but like a lot of the problems in society emerge because of this illusion of separation. And there's a lot of unproductivity that happens, and it's
Yeah, I mean, the toys that you buy for kids are like toy cars, and that is cosplaying a real job later.
Exactly. And now so many jobs are just wasteful. They're not productive at all. They're being a middleman for a middleman company that's another middleman company. That's there's so much abundance of resources in the modern world now that now the game is no longer about like finding a meaningful endeavor to like create and be a source to like give, but now it's like the dopamine comes from, ooh, how much more can I have versus other people around me. So it's, man, my ideas are scattered, and I feel it's become a very corrupted game. I feel like I like the way that people did it in ancient Greece more than they did it right now, where it was like there was no like teachers of society, teachers of students in schools were not like people that went and learned how to teach. They were not like people that got a teaching degree. They were everyone at every stage of life. It was teachers and students were just passionate people who enjoyed what they were doing, who were working towards advancing whatever field they were in. And it was like you went to school, your teachers were your mentors, they were your parents, they were the other people in society that were successful in that thing. They were the ones teaching you. When you found some success in that thing, you would start to teach them a little bit, you would teach the class a little bit, you would grow in that, find like join an apprenticeship, work for someone, start some business, and then there's this whole like character arc of life of like, okay, then you gotta like experience life, then you grow up a little bit, you go off to fight in a war, then you travel, explore, then you come back, you start your own business, then you start a family, then you get into government, then you go back to teaching and you teach some more. Then you raise your children, then you go back and teach some more, then you become a philosopher, and it's like this whole like grand character arc of life. And like I think about like when you see people win like sports like final events, and they're like the MVP, and you see them holding the trophy, and it's like the most ecstatic moment of their lives, and they're experiencing like so much pure bliss and joy, and those are like once in a lifetime moments, and they're just most people don't even get to experience them once. It's like there was a time where a developed society was like most people were experiencing these pivotal like life making like meaningful moments like 4 or 5 times in a single lifetime. Most people were experiencing that. And I feel as though, I mean, I've been thinking about this. I'm trying to find some specific stuff, but this is like, it's way too deep of an idea to form some like really solid predictions on, at least not without writing stuff down and brainstorming it with other people. But I think at the very least, the job market has to adjust to the way that like new generations will demand more. They will demand better over time. Maybe something like, it might be something like you work on some project it's like it's meaningful, it's real, it's productive. You learn on the spot, and the people that you're working with are like people that actually like care about that endeavor. They care about you being a part of it, and they want to help you out. And it's like a learning experience for everyone. It's something that values the journey rather than the destination, because there's so much prosperity that would be shared in this like dream scenario. Basically, you work on it for like 3 months. You're like, man, that was a great experience. You know what? Now I want to try my hand at this thing. So you take a month off, you go travel somewhere else with the money that you earned over those 3 months, and you use some app or something like that. Go get educated in some new thing you want to start, some new endeavor you want to start. Find new mentors, and after a month or two of exploring these new areas and exploring new people and making new friends, then you start a new journey. And it's like, ooh, 6 months working on this new project, and it would be like meaningful work that would, it's tricky because in order to make something like this, you have to, it's not just development and marketing, it's like you have to reform legislation like globally in the job market and in the way corporations are handled and in education, and like all at the same time. All of it needs to be reformed at once for like this kind of like revolution to happen. But I feel like it's inevitable. Someone's going to do it. So this is one of the deeper ideas. But man, it's too much to talk about. Like there's too much to, I'm just scratching the surface.
No, I think it's an interesting background. I don't really caught the idea though, but the ancient Greece is something that I've been thinking about as well. Like the philosophers of the ancient Greek, Aristotle and Platon and all those, because they could see, they could predict the consequences of internet 1,500 years before the birth of Christ, because they looked inside of people's desires. So they just thought that in the future, if everything that humans want is going to be available, which is the internet. So they were right about basically everything about the internet and its effect, except one thing about cell phones, and that was that they thought that the cell phone was going to be attached to the body and not like something that. But that's just.
But it might be. I mean, it might as well be attached to the body, considering how people freak out when it's not there.
Yeah,
it's almost like people experience physical pain when it's gone, as if it's been ripped away from you. And now there's smart watches that people keep on them all the time, and then now there's Neuralink. Now people are literally attaching neural interfaces inside their own brains. So
exactly. So it's, I mean, they're not wrong, because the next generation of cell phones or meta glasses or something like that might be attached to our bodies.
Yeah.
And I do agree that people likes to have their cell phone close to them, even when they're in the shower, basically. So there's no need to really put it away, unless you have to when you're in class. I don't know. So yeah, that's but it's really interesting that they just were sort of looking at human desires from like what they have, or like the nature around them.
Yeah,
Which
that stuff interests me. It interests me as well. There's so many things that they were so like prophetic in the way that in the predictions that they made.
Yeah, and also on top of that, it's the mythology also with the gods. You have one god for each feeling. You have the god of rage, the god of love, the god of joy, and that is also very interesting, because it's these all gods, they need to coexist, and they have been very crucial, and they have been crucial for human survival. I mean, in tough times where people had to go to war against like saber-toothed tigers and all that. So, but then in peacetime, it's very important to not let that god rule, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Thanks for the follow, much appreciated. So are you gonna go to bed soon or brainstorm some more?
I'm always writing notes. I'm always adding more.
Yeah.
But,
So if you want to, you can share a photo of the room you got with all the notes. Be interesting to see. Do you have like a whiteboard or
no, it's
post-it
all
notes
in
or-
my Google Drive actually.
Okay.
But
It's nice sort of like post-it notes. I've got a couple here. So
I tried to do post-it notes, but the ability to edit, like go back retroactively edit, is just too. I just do it way too much to physically write things down.
yeah, so I've always been a person that likes whiteboards and I don't know. So I've got 2 whiteboards and I've got that's about it, and then post-it notes and then notebooks. But
That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go to sleep soon. And I guess, I mean, I'll think of some. I'll go through my notes and see if there's any ideas I might have for you. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for now.
Okay, well, thanks for the chat. I think it's cool that you're brainstorming just like me.
No problem. It was good meeting you, and
Yeah.
I hope we do some business in the future, because it's nice to
it's
nice to
I
meet
think
people
it's
like you. It's
exciting
nice to work with people that are like, where it's not like such a like a transactional, like I prefer to work with people that are on the same level as me, that I can actually be friends with for real, and not like a. I don't like all the job interview. I don't like all that process of people pretending to like look out for the best interest of a company that they really don't even care about, that they're looking to just make money from. Like I want to create things with people, you know? So, and of course everyone has some desires in their lives, but like to hear people like rebelling against like their own desires and go like, you know what, I don't want to do it for the money. Of course there needs to be money in it for it to be sustainable for everyone, but to the idea of like, I want to focus more on like creating something I enjoy and something that'll actually give me something, like fill the void in my life rather than earning money. It's nice to be able to potentially make things like that with people like that, you know?
Yeah, so what's a journey that you wanna experience? Like if you could pick a role model or two, who would it be? That
A role model or two. That's so tricky. I think
because a lot of people that have done great things, they started out like Elon Musk, like started out a billionaire.
yeah, I mean, I would not want to have that kind of life, honestly. I actually don't want to be super rich, because once you're super rich, you're on the radar, you become a target, and people start going after you, and you really don't know people's intentions when everyone knows how rich you are. You really can't tell if someone wants to be your friend because they want to be your friend, or if they're looking to gain something out of you. I honestly think there's a sweet spot where it's like maybe $50,000 to $100,000 every month, like in profit, is like the perfect sweet spot, where it's like, that's like extremely successful. That's rich enough to afford pretty much any kind of lifestyle you could want. You could travel the world and go to any country, like with like $50,000 US a month, you could travel to any country and live anywhere you want for any amount of time you want, staying entirely at hotels. You could probably employ like a couple personal assistants if you really wanted to, and have nice things. Make sure you're secure everywhere. Eat good food, all that stuff.
Yeah,
And
so I was traveling a bit like that when I was working at the casino, actually, because we were only traveling to countries where our currency was stronger. So it was Thailand and the countries around Thailand. I've never been to Australia, for example, because the Australian dollar has always been like very powerful to against the Swedish krona and the currencies that we got. So that's why.
What's the
what's
the Swedish currency like compared to the US dollar?
It's a bit volatile, but a few years ago, like 2016 maybe, it was very low compared to the dollar. And I've heard from my American friends that they were surprised that it's really cool to go to Stockholm for a week and just party, because it's actually, there's a lot of sights to see and there's a lot of really cool clubs and everything is really cheap. But I mean, we haven't got like beaches and stuff like that, man, as you might experience in like Florida or something like Hawaii or something. So, but they liked it. So but now it's very volatile. So it's when there's when we've got strong currency, it's good for the people that are exporting, right? And when we've got a small weak currency, it's good for the companies that are importing, right?
Yeah.
So it's give and take. No, wait, it's the other way around, but you know what I mean. So
I do. Part of my like dream like lifestyle is I do want to make an attempt to travel to every country in the world. Just experience a little bit of every country in the world.
So even the countries that are sort of close to public, like North Korea.
Even North Korea. I want to try. I don't think it'll happen. Also, every country in the world is a bit of a complicated statement, because depending on who you ask, you'll always get a different answer on what people consider a country. I've made a list and I have about 230. And I have like a few connections around in a few countries, but I don't have the budget to start traveling like that yet. But hey, if we make something and it goes viral, then who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I like to travel, but yeah. So I guess now that I'm 30 plus, I'm like sort of want to have a little bit of business and pleasure. But when I was younger, it's like just going away for 2 weeks to get drunk. That was meaningful back then. Now it's sort of like I agree with my previous boss when he said that he loves to go up 5 days to go skiing, but he likes to always have like some one day when he's working, like the hotel needs to have that sort of conference room or sort of work area where he has to get that, because it feels like a waste of time if it's just pleasure, if you know what I mean. So that's where I am right now. But yeah, but travel I like. So yeah.
And also Sweden too. Sweden seems like a beautiful place.
I don't know. I have to think about that.
I mean, at least if you look on like Google Images, if you look on Google Images, it looks really cool.
Yeah, we've got decent nature, actually, compared to some other countries like maybe Spain or some of the islands that belongs to Spain. Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have a lot of desert and like cacti, and we've got
some trails for hiking and stuff like that. So yeah. But then yeah. So lately, like recent years, we've had like sort of a mosquito problem. We've got problems with some of the insects. So it depends on the summer. But most we still have like a big part of the year is very dark, not cold or rainy, just dark. So that's why when I was working at the casino, we were going away. We were leaving in like October maybe, and then coming back in April for Asia because of the darkness in Sweden. But yeah, and also the prices of everything. So, I guess. But now I'm here hanging out. So.
All right. Well, I'll see you around.
Yeah. I'm excited to hear some more ideas.
All right, cool. See you.
Yeah, see you later. Some more ideas.
All right, cool. See you.
Yeah, see you later. I wonder how I leave this. Oh, disconnect. Right. That was easy. Wow, that was the first podcast I had. That was cool. And it kept up an interesting conversation also. I was really nervous. Yeah, I think I was a bit lost in translation, but it's better than when I'm talking to someone from like Poland, where we've got double language barriers. Now it's just one. So, but yeah, I think it's. I think some of the ideas were interesting to build on.
All right, let's check this one more time, and then be done with it. Where was I? Oh, okay, somewhere right here. This is the guy. This is the guy.
So go ahead.
$36 viewers. Let's just run through these. I did drain myself a little bit right there.
Alright. I've got to upload. Wait, no. What did I just make? I made a torch, the hearth, a salt miner, Did I make anything else? I don't think so. Just gonna do a quick, like, scan through. That's the lantern.
No, I'm really not in the mood to talk to anybody else right now. Like on a deep
Sure,
level.
yeah, of course. Links are fine.
As an individual, I think I'll just follow someone if someone's interesting. If someone stands out. Hey.
It's a super simple thing.
No. Enemy stats. It's probably this while loop.
All of the...
But why is he playing that while coding?
Yo! What is up? Afrazelli. So? Okay, straight to it. Huh. Okay, wait. Whoa. You're saying straight to it. Dream job. Okay, let's go unrealistic first. Unrealistic. My unrealistic dream job is to prevent, by any means necessary, the extinction of big cats. Tigers, lions, beautiful creatures. If you were to say, snap your fingers, and you could do any job on the planet, and your family will be okay. Yes. Dream job. Looking after the big cats. Now, being realistic, I can't do that, realistically. I'm not qualified. And it wouldn't look after the family, right? So, realistic dream job. I want to be a developer advocate for a company that is making a difference. And in that role, I want to make video content, I want to engage with the community on social media, and I want to go to conferences and spread the word. I love doing conference talks. I love making content. That is the dream. Thank you for attending my TED Talk. Well, I mean, if you want to not be vague, community manager at Riot Games. There you go. Or a community manager / advocate at any gaming company or gaming related company. I know everyone says this, but I played games since I could walk. I had the SNES, I had the Ataris, I had the Mega Drive, Dreamcast, everything. I gamed my entire life. In fact, the last 2 or 3 months is the longest I've gone without gaming. But now I'm playing Black Ops 6 again. So I'm not playing League of Legends. In fact, I've even forgot my username for League of Legends. Of course it prioritizes a positive future for humanity. Of course it does. Look, that was... yeah, exactly. Hey. Positive future for humanity. Right here. Scouts Code. And look, we're talking about prioritize positive future. I'm not even in the gaming industry, and I already hear how badly trapped they are. So, if I could be in that community, maybe I could make them feel not so beaten down. That'd be nice. Oh, I can't hold my breath, otherwise I'd die. That sounds very nice. I would very much appreciate anything, if I'm completely honest. Which I am, by the way. I'm gonna line this up a little bit nicer. Okay. I need a gap between these. These are pretty ugly. This is what it needs. We'll see. We'll test. We'll play around. Okay, I had some big achievements in this banger, so we'll copy and paste these straight in. nice to meet you also. Farewell. Have a good Wednesday, my dude. Okay, I'm gonna try not having anything involved apart from the head of the circus. I mean, money's nice, but you know, looking after the family is paying the mortgage is nicer. I'm not really that picky.
Excellent camera quality for this guy.
So this is kind of how it looks.
He has a cool color profile on it. Done streaming?
Build for marketing.
Yes. So, yeah, I'll give you a call after this, Timo.
I will work on that.
This should be you int. And this should be you int. Okay.
Resources. What's that? Or
and we still have our landscape version as well.
Hey Proton, how you doing? My camera settings get all like overnight out of whack.
All right. How many hours have I just been... I should have been doing other stuff at the same time. I'm like super low energy right now. I'm really low energy. I didn't even get the chance to like fill up water and... Should have been working out too at the same time. But yeah, let me text this guy, Kamil, to like let him know my progress. I'm just like gathering my insights, and I need water. I'm just speaking. There's a lot I have to say. Actually, I'm not going to read it all. I think that's the end of this stream. But 3 hours and 12 minutes. All right. Well, okay, bye guys.